Planning a fishing trip shouldn't feel like a full-time job. With FishingBooker.com, you can find and book the perfect fishing trip within minutes. FishingBooker.com connects you with trusted fishing captains around the world. Booking is fast, easy, and secure, with access to verified customer reviews, loyalty rewards, and around-the-clock customer support. Everything you need to book with confidence is in one place. So head to FishingBooker.com and start planning your next fishing adventure today.
Baseball is back, and the first pitch is on Netflix. The New York Yankees, led by seven-time All-Star Aaron Judge, head to the San Francisco Bay to take on Rafael Devers' San Francisco Giants. This season kicks off with one exclusive opening night game. Watch MLB Opening Night, the New York Yankees versus the San Francisco Giants, live on Netflix. Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Victory Drive. Well, this week we got another good old-fashioned Keeping Up with the Johnsons. Ashley came back in. We just given some good updates here. We talk about some upcoming stuff with Victory Drive and just kind of what's been going on with us lately. And I do want to preface this a little bit by, we did talk about the Illinois Deer Classic in this episode. Like it's like we're gonna be going there and kind of like, hey, you know, see you guys at the Illinois Deer Classic, but that already happened in real life. We just kind of got caught up in the conversation a little bit and kind of forgot that it was last weekend. So for all of those that went to the Illinois Deer Classic, thank you so much for coming by and saying hi. We love talking to you guys, love seeing you out there. And it was an absolute blast. Really good show. Very, very good show. It was honestly like Cole is doing some really great things with deer shows, and Illinois Deer Classic was awesome. It was just a really great turnout. A lot of people, and very good show. So we had a lot of fun. Had some tattoo artists come in and do some quick flash for a bunch of people, and Cody Christian played. It was awesome. Very, very fun. Went out and had a great time. So thank you guys all for coming out and supporting, seeing us in person, saying hi, and getting some merch. It was a great time and all that. So let's see here. What do we have? Next weekend, we have the Wisconsin Open Seasons Expo in Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin. So we just call it the Wisconsin show, but Wisconsin Dells Open Seasons Expo at the Kalahari is where we are going to be next weekend. And that's another good show. It's just, we've really done the years past, we used to do a lot more shows, but we're starting to kind of nitpick a little bit. And it's been a lot better for our mental health, probably. I guess it's like before we did a lot of shows, and it just kind of came a little bit too much here and there. So we're trying to shop around some stuff, get to some shows that we haven't been to. But like the core shows, like Iowa, Illinois, and those are always going to be mainstays just because they're our home shows and they're so good. But Wisconsin is also another one we've been doing a lot, and it's a great show. The Kalahari is a great place. Lots of stuff to do even outside of the show. So really looking forward to seeing all of the Wisconsin people or people or everyone that's nearby Wisconsin. Really excited to see you guys and drink a beer together. Do something. Be fun. So anywho, that's pretty much about it. I'm going to keep this intro short and sweet, but we can't go on before we mention our partner, the partner of Victory Drive, Grizzly Coolers. If you're in the market for a badass cooler, American-made, Iowa-made, check out Grizzly Coolers and get some of their stuff. They have come out with some really good, re-editions, whatever. Some new stuff. They got some new stuff and made some of the old stuff a lot better. Like their Grizzly grip cups are double wall insulated now. Absolutely cool. Super awesome. Very good milk drinking cups. And then they have another Grizzly cooler that's on wheels, so you can roll it around. It's just awesome. They're coming out with some really great stuff. Check them out. Use code WCB at checkout to save some money and support the show and network. And then also got Patreon, Victory Drive's Patreon. Just if you want to support the show directly, become one of the main partners of Victory Drive, check out Patreon. It's a great place, great community, great people in there, and I appreciate every single one of you. We've also got our YouTube channel up and running a little bit here. We're trying to do more and more stuff on YouTube just because all the other social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook especially, they're all just very restrictive. It seems like YouTube so far, as of right now, that is subject to change. But as of right now, they seem to be the freest, I guess, out of the big ones. Obviously, Rumble's big too, but I'm not really on Rumble. If there's more people on Rumble, I probably would think about it, but it seems like it's just a bunch of it's just politics on there, really, it seems like. Now I'm thinking about it. Pretty much just all politics on Rumble. And we're not about that life all the time. Sometimes, but not all the time. Anyways, check out YouTube, Patreon, Instagram, Facebook, all that other stuff too. But we're really trying to get some more stuff on YouTube as well. Make that kind of hopefully our little home outside the podcast. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy this show with Ashley. We starting this thing out
Usually
just like a Midwesterner.
How do they start it?
Well, this weather. How about that weather in Iowa lately? Jeez.
I mean, for real, that is how we could start this one. It's so fucking stupid. Mother Nature needs a chill pill.
Mm-hmm.
Truthfully, though, we had our second worst snowstorm of Iowa winter 2025-2026 season. 4 days ago, we had over 2 feet of snow. All our major interstates shut down. It was a shit show and a half because, of course, people still drive in it. And today it reached 72 degrees. So there's that.
It's 75 in the house.
Yeah. This is just ridiculous.
It is really crazy. Like it was like single digits 2 days ago. Now it's in the low 70s. Then Saturday is supposed to be almost 80.
It's just ridiculous. And we go through this every year, I know. But every year about this time, you got to talk about it.
Yeah. But every year also surprises you a little bit, just a little bit. Like we're kind of used to it, but at the same time, like
I hate Iowa winter. I hate winter. I hate seasonal depression. I hate being pale. I hate all of it.
If we could move out of Iowa, where's the number one state you'd want to move to?
Taking you into consideration, or just in my dreams?
Yeah, like let's think of it logically, and then we'll go in dreams.
Well, I think the logical one would have to be like Texas. However, I don't think I've done enough research. I need fall to be the closest to winter there is. Mm-hmm. And then I like a hot summer. I like straight 80s. Peaks into the 90s at times.
Straighties.
Yeah. Probably Texas, right? Where else would we go?
I don't know. I mean,
Tennessee?
Well, that's where Scotty's moving.
I know.
Scotty. I blew it out of the water. I'm still sad about it, but at the same time, like I get it.
Well,
it's a nice area.
I said that's another reason for us to go south, though, because I grew up in Kentucky, and so Tennessee's not that far. Couple few hours, something like that. So just be another person that we have a good reason to head that direction
Yeah, I just never would think of myself as like a Southerner. I'm not a Southerner.
Well, I bet my accent will come out real quick again.
Yeah, I'm not doing
That
that.
drawl.
I'm not doing that.
Son.
I ain't doing that accent.
You ain't?
Nope.
You ain't gonna do it?
I'm gonna fight it. No.
It's the weird.
How y'all doing now?
It's the weirdest thing because the last couple times I've visited, it's almost like I have imposter syndrome or something. Because after I'm there for a few days, I like hear it coming back up, and then I feel like a big faker. So then I'm like trying to fight it. I'm like, that's not what I sound like, but it just like comes out. And when I grew up there, because when I moved to Iowa, I mean, I had a thick Southern drawl. It was bad. I sounded uneducated and had to learn to say words differently. Like ramen. I never called it ramen. It was always ramen.
Ramen.
What other words?
You're still figuring out words, honestly. Like to this day, you're still like saying stuff wrong. I'll catch you. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What was the one the other day? From the get-go.
Yeah, you said from the gecko.
Like the Geico
lizard.
commercial.
From the gecko.
And then Jacob educated me it's from the get-go.
Yep. Or get go.
That's not. I still say, well, and you say it fast, so it's like right from the get-go. And I said it kind of slower, I guess. And Jacob's like, what'd you say?
Right from the gecko. Right from the yeah, we got that right from the gecko, right from that little lizard.
That little green lizard.
A little fucking lizard. I don't know. I think Texas would be cool because I lived there already. I lived in like the western Texas.
I liked El Paso.
Yeah, but like
The summer was a
it's just
little too
hunting
hot.
is the hunting is garbage. I would live in like wherever like the good hunting is in Texas, like the
Where is
nicer
that?
ranches. But the thing is too, then I'd be the high fence ranch hunter guy on a podcast, I guess.
Well,
Which
I'd
I'm not,
love
like,
to go
opposed to,
somewhere
but-
like, because I've never even been to Montana or Wyoming or anywhere in Texas except El Paso. So there's a lot of places I haven't seen. But the thing with Montana is you got fucking winter, right?
You do? Oh yeah.
Isn't it like just as bad?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, no.
Yeah, it's mountain.
No.
I mean, I don't know if it's as long as it is here, but it's like you get a lot of snow. I mean, it's mountains. So
Yeah, no.
I think the calmest place with mountains where the winters aren't that bad would be Colorado. Still gets winter, but they're like pretty temperate winters compared to here.
You know, I've been to Colorado and it's beautiful, but I don't.
The laws are garbage.
Yeah, I don't ever see myself like being like I'd like to live there.
No, especially now with the laws. I couldn't live in Colorado again. It's just California essentially is what it's turning into, and it's a complete travesty because it's a absolutely beautiful place and it's very lovely. And I love
Very
Colorado
lovely.
Springs. I loved it.
Yeah, that was
But
awesome.
The fucking laws are so trash now. Like they're getting worse and worse every year. And like there's a bunch of stuff happening in like Illinois and Virginia and stuff that I'm actually going to do a solo episode on all that stuff. But there's a lot of crazy shit happening right now. I'm not super educated on all of it yet.
Good stuff or bad stuff?
Bad stuff. Terrible
Oh,
stuff.
shit.
Really bad stuff.
Bad.
Terrible
No
things.
good.
Bunch of fucking terrible things happening over there. Illinois is not really that surprising, but Virginia is kind of surprising, even though they've been trending bluer, which is generally not a good thing for gun rights. I'm trying to dial myself back from like talking in boxes, like putting people in boxes like Democrat, liberal, and I'm trying not to trash Democrats as much.
Why?
I don't know. I'm trying to turn over.
I'm
a new
not
leaf.
saying you should. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm trying to turn over the new leaf, try to be a better
More
person.
positive. That's great.
Yeah, trying to, but they're making it hard. They're making it very hard because I don't want this isn't a political podcast, but it does dip into politics a lot with gun rights.
Yeah.
But it's just the nature of the beast. But, I'm just like, I don't want to be like, I'm not a hardcore right-wing fanatic either. Like I'm not like super pro war, or any of those things. Like I disagree with a lot of things Trump has done. I'm not a super pro like big Trumper guy. I'm a big Thomas Massey fan and Rand Paul fan. Like I think they're the two of the better people in politics. But like I'm just trying not to do that. Just basically it's like these people that are putting out those gun laws and stuff like in Virginia and Illinois and California and Colorado that are really being not great. They're just anti-rights people. Like I think there's some, I don't know if actually any Democrats are like pro-gun. There's a couple out there, I think there might be one.
Really?
There might be one in Montana that is pro-gun and he's a Democrat, but I can't remember his name.
What do you mean by pro-gun? Like they don't want to touch gun laws, or
right?
Okay.
Yeah, they're just Democrats
Yeah.
that are pro-gun. It's hard to think about because it's like that's such a staunch Democrat talking point is being anti-gun. But there are a few Democrats out there that are not anti-gun. And like I think John Fetterman in Pennsylvania, I think he's even all right on gun laws. Like I don't think he's not pro-gun, but he's not anti-gun. He's just kind of like
just leave it alone.
We're not going to worry about that right now.
Yeah.
He has bigger fish to fry in his mind, which I'm fine with those Democrats too. But I think there is a couple Democrat senators that actually have pretty good ratings with like the NRA and Gun Owners of America and stuff, but I don't know their names. I can't remember them. I should do an expose on those guys because
expose.
Yeah.
I like that word. Do you think our vice president will become the president?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, probably. It's trending that way. Depends on who the Democrats put up. Like if they put up a complete fucking dumbass,
Yeah.
then yeah.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of complete total dumbasses, did you see, I think it was Hillary Clinton's last sit down interview about the Epstein things. I don't think it was a deposition. Was it? Actually, maybe it was.
In front of Congress and shit?
No. Where it's just, I think it was a deposition. It was just one person asking her questions, and then she ends up getting up and walking out. Have you watched some of that?
Your fucking sandals.
Sorry.
That would be like a congressional deposition. Is Congress? She wasn't in front of Congress, as in like all of Congress sitting there asking her questions and shit. But yeah, it was like
it was a
congressional
absolute pitiful train wreck.
Yeah.
Like there's no way she could ever look at that and be like, I did good. Even as dumb as she is, there's just no way. I haven't even watched the full thing. Let's be real. I've only seen clips on TikTok, but it was so bad.
Yeah.
And then we talked about it too. I watched some of Bill Clinton's, and man, you can just tell he's just a
so
sleazeball.
guilty.
Well,
he's so guilty.
He still does, in my opinion, from the very few clips I watched, like a smooth job at answering questions.
Oh yeah.
He talks his way around them, of course.
Oh yeah.
But it's just like, and especially the difference between him and Hillary, because she bombed that. That was terrible. That was the worst.
Don't get it twisted. Hillary Clinton's not dumb. She's very smart, but she's just a terrible, terrible person. She's evil.
Yeah.
And you can only
and
hold
I
up
think Bill
that
is
facade for so long.
too. But he's got the sly devil in him, and she has like, that was she lost all composure basically. She was failing so bad at that. I couldn't believe it. That's just wild.
It was wild.
But I really haven't looked into anything from the Epstein files whatsoever. I have watched recently on Soft White Underbelly. I've talked about it on here before. I kind of got away from watching his shit because remember how I was telling you? So anybody that knows the YouTube channel Soft White Underbelly, it's got several million subscribers. He just does interviews with people, and they're usually pretty rough. Prostitutes, strippers, pimps, homeless people, crackheads.
Gangsters.
Yeah, you name it. He's probably interviewed them, and they're very fascinating to watch. Some of them I can't watch because the topic is just so heart-wrenching. If it's about, like child abuse that they grew up with, but they are very fascinating. And he has 2 on there now. I've only watched 1. I don't even think I finished it. I might not have. It was kind of longer, but it was about a gal when she was 14 going to Epstein's house. And she tells the story about how that all happened and how she went on to live a life, not a great life, after that. And it wasn't until like the Epstein stuff started coming up that she got she ended up doing an interview with somebody and then kind of rallied some of the other girls because they were all.
What happened to her?
Well, pretty, you could, kind of put a tack in it. So she had a drug addicted mom, no stability. She was the parent, all of that. Lived in Florida. Pretty reckless, just unstable life. You know, she's just seeking, and she had a very, very dear friend, and that friend ended up getting another friend. And of course, at that age, you know, in a young person's life, it's like, especially with those kind of circumstances, she was like, you know, my only friend in the whole world, my only person I felt like in the whole world was getting another friend. So I wanted that friend to like me. And she was pretty out there and bold and didn't live in a house with rules. She could do whatever she wanted and came from some money too, I think. That was maybe a thing. So anyways, they're all at a house together and she's like, hey, like, we should go do this. And the girl's like, well, I don't have any money. And she's like, well, I know where we can go make $200 just to give this old creepy guy a back massage. Fast forward, they end up going to do that. Her and her friend go with this girl. And she's kind of like describing to her, she's like, yeah, he's just an old creepy guy. He likes back rubs. They're going to ask you probably to take your shirt off, but you don't have to. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. But like, he's just kind of an old creep. So, but you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. And the girl, she's like, you know, I wasn't comfortable really with this, but I wanted the money. And she said I didn't have to do anything I didn't want to do. And she's like, I believed it. She's like, so we get to the house and my friend goes upstairs first. And she's like, no faster that she was walked upstairs by like the lady of the house. Like they get to this house and there's a lady there that's like, oh, okay, get you guys anything to drink, yada, yada, yada. Her friend goes up and comes right back down. And she's like, and I didn't even have an opportunity to make eye contact with her. And they're like, okay, like it's time for you to go up. So she's like, I didn't get to ask her what happened, why she was back down so soon. Cause they said it was for a half hour. Mm-hmm. That's how long you had to massage him. She's like, so I go upstairs and this lady puts me in this room, basically tells me to take off all my clothes and then leaves. And she's like, and I didn't want to, obviously. I had already had the thought in my head that I didn't have to do anything I didn't want to do. She's like, so I didn't. And then Epstein comes in, doesn't really say a whole lot, like a quick hello, lays down the massage table face down. And she's like, he was very instructional on what to do. He wasn't trying to like swoon me or anything. No small talk, nothing like that. He just wanted a back rub. So and then that's when everything, and she said there was an egg timer set in there. She's like, all I have to do is get through this timer. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Just an old creepy guy that wants his back rubbed. And then he flips over, tells her what to do. She gets pretty scared. She
touches wiener.
He made her get undressed and then basically made her give him a handy. She's like, I hadn't even kissed a boy at that point. She's like, so she's like, you know, that really messed me up. And when they left, she was a wreck. And the girl that got them to go there, that new friend in the group,
the fucking recruiter,
I guess on the cab ride home, she was like, shut the fuck up. Like, you just got $200. Like, grow the fuck up. And then so she asked her friend, her close friend, she's like, what happened with you? She's like, he said I wasn't developed enough. Or no, sorry. She was too developed.
Oh my goodness.
And so he just sent her right away. So she didn't understand what happened. And yeah.
That fucking
disgusting.
Ugh.
Disgusting. And she said she went on to live like her whole, beginning of her adult life, never knew about Epstein's Island.
So she never went to the island or anything like that. She just had that one interaction with them. Mm-hmm. Well, best case scenario, if you have an interaction with them and didn't get stolen for Rape Island, but it's like
awful.
It's just one of those things where it's like, and the government's sitting there not releasing certain names. Like, we should, by this time, I feel like we should have had, like, how the government works, and we have the FBI and the CIA and all these intelligence assets and stuff like that. Like, if they really wanted to get to the bottom of it, we would have been there.
I haven't even educated myself enough. I don't know what's out there, what's not out there. I don't know any of those details. I haven't followed it. I
haven't dug into the 3 million files, but like some people have, and I've looked into some of it just a little bit, just surface level stuff. But it's like, nothing's like clear and concrete. There's a lot of stuff in there that is
redacted.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. There's a lot of redacted stuff in there too, but there's a lot of stuff in there that is like over the top.
Yeah.
Like, probably didn't happen. Seems too
Oh,
far-fetched.
really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're always going to have that stuff. Just like with the Me Too movement. Like, there's a lot of truth. Like,
Right.
Harvey Weinstein was a piece of shit. Like, not pedophile, but, like, piece of shit sexual predator of women, right? But then there's a bunch of women that came forward that were like, well, I had this really awkward conversation with this one person. Boom. Chop him down. Chop him down. Chop them down. You know, it went too far. You know what I mean? Like, whenever this stuff happens, it always goes too far, and then it settles somewhere in the middle, and that's where the truth is at. And that's the same way with the Epstein files. Like, there's a lot of stuff in there that seems really far-fetched.
Sorry, is it because these are statements from other people?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so a lot of people came forward, and a lot of people had some very wild stories. Like there's one story, and like I said, I haven't read it verbatim, but I was listening to someone else that supposedly read it. That whatever. It's one of those things. It's a telephone game, but essentially, there's this one. Like Trump was in there a lot, like we all expected, but a lot of the stuff does somewhat exonerate him to an extent as far as like the child, like the pedophilia goes. Where it was just like, oh yeah, Trump was there and he was creepy and weird. Okay, well that's not like very concrete evidence. And we all know that he's a billionaire and he could get with basically whatever woman he really wanted to. So he had that stuff going. And there was like this one story in there where Trump was in this taxi cab and was like beating the fuck out of this girl, underage girl, because he wasn't happy with her essentially. And it's like that, some of that stuff, and then it went like pretty far. And it's like, doesn't seem like that's probably true.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of stuff about, a bunch of kids getting murdered on the island, and the sulfuric acid that he had like an entire semi-truck load of sulfuric acid transported to the island. That is a lot of fucking acid. And
that actually happened.
It was shortly before his first time getting busted for sex trafficking in 08 or 07 or 08. And it's shortly before that all happened that he had all that sulfuric acid sent to him. So then people started looking into it and they're like, what the fuck? That's crazy. Like an entire tanker truck full of sulfuric acid. And it was the reason was that they have this water, I can't remember the exact term for it, but water purification system that they take essentially ocean water and turn it into drinking water and usable water. So that's what they need the sulfuric acid for. But you need such little sulfuric acid in order to clean that stuff up that an entire tanker didn't really make sense. They're like, oh, he's melting down fucking bodies and ditching them. And he's surrounded by water, ocean, where if you didn't melt them down, you could just dump them in the ocean and be gone forever and you never know it. But maybe that happened, but there's no instance of like a bunch of missing children, but maybe it was from a different country that we don't know. He wasn't just stealing kids from America. Like he's stealing kids from all over the place, You know what
I think of right away? Remember, they don't really do that much anymore, but I remember when I was a kid and you'd go into Walmart and there was always that big glass case with like a bulletin board inside it. And it was just all the missing kids.
Yeah.
That's what I instantly think of. It's like we have, I don't know what the stat is. I don't know how many people are missing now in the U.S., but it's like, it's not a small number.
But he's been doing it for 30 years.
He probably was. He
20,
probably
30
fucking
years.
was.
I wouldn't doubt it. I'm not saying I doubt that, the fact that he was killing these people afterwards. I'm not doubting that fact. But there's no other evidence for it, but if he melted them down with sulfuric acid, how would you have it, But it hasn't been missing kids, I guess, but there hasn't been a whole lot of connections to murder. But at the same time, like when he's a sex trafficker of underage kids, so is murder really that far-fetched? Probably not.
Why was he rich?
That's the other thing that a lot of people don't really know. So Epstein, he started out as like
because I have no idea.
What the fuck did he start? I can't
remember.
Idea. He was not like anything super prevalent. Then he worked for like a finance office and stuff. Then got started there.
Finance.
But, yeah, right. He's a financier. But essentially, like
it's a fraud.
Where it basically boils down to is that he met some people that had some connections, and he was able to do some things, and then he got tied up with the CIA and Mossad and stuff, allegedly tied up with the CIA and Mossad. But I think it's pretty well known at this point that he was working for them as well, and that's why he was allowed to go on for so long, because he was able to curate these experiences for some very prominent individuals. And it wasn't just pedophilia. He was able to, he knew a lot of people, and he had a lot of connections in like outside of the law. Mm-hmm. And the CIA is known to work with people that work outside the law very well. Like all the stuff in Nicaragua back in the day, back in like the 80s, like they're during all that whole thing with Nicaragua, like I can't remember what the operation was called, but they're essentially buying and selling drugs with the Nicaraguans in order to make money, because they were funding the uprising over there, and the government couldn't give them any money. They're like, hey, we can't give you that much more money. Like, we're tapped out. People are gonna start asking questions essentially. So you're on your own. And the CIA is like, well, we'll figure it out. So they started running guns and running drugs with the Nicaraguans in order to finance this war. So they do stuff. They do shady stuff all the time. Work with bad people for the sake of security and intelligence gathering and all sorts of other reasons why. So they work with very, very, very shady people and very bad people all the time. All the time. So, and I get that to an extent, like, okay, not necessarily like that stuff with the Nicaraguans is kind of crazy. Like basically running drugs for him and everything else is insane. But like the Epstein stuff, like he had a lot of connections with very powerful people that the CIA wanted to have connections with as well. And he was the guy. So it's like, allegedly the guy. But it's just one of those things where it's like, it's fucking insane how deep the web goes. But that's why the government hasn't really looked into this stuff, because Israel is attached to Epstein as well.
Of course.
United States government is attached to the Epstein as well. Other governments are. Obviously, UK, Prince Andrew, he just recently got arrested. Did you know that?
Meghan's husband?
Prince Andrew? No. He's the older one.
Kate's husband?
No.
Oh. Prince Andrew.
He would be
I don't know which one
Queen Elizabeth's brother.
Oh.
King Charles's brother.
He got arrested?
Sorry, not Queen Elizabeth. It would be Queen Elizabeth's son. King Charles, his brother. Yeah, after the Epstein stuff came out, they stripped him of all of his titles and lands and all that stuff.
Okay, yeah. I think I
got
kind of
stripped,
remember that.
But then he got arrested recently, like arrested by the British police. Because the stuff from the Epstein files came out, and he was very, very, very much implicated in that. So he arrested him, which thank goodness for them. Like, good job.
For not.
Why the fuck haven't we done that? Why haven't we arrested a single person from the Epstein files? It's insane. Like, even give us something. Give us something. Give us someone to get an arrest. There's not one person that you can't. You couldn't find one person that. What the fuck? Like, that's unbelievable to me, because the FBI has all this money and all this manpower and all this other stuff, and they're saying they're busy, they're tapped out for doing other things. We got to get off the Epstein files because it's a waste of time and assets. Is it though?
Yeah.
Getting to the bottom of a child sex trafficking ring from an American
probably
that had
the
ties
biggest ever,
that allegedly had ties to the CIA.
Yeah.
And you're telling me, in the Trump administration, like, campaigned on the fact that they're not only going to release the Epstein files, but they were going to get to the bottom of it. And they were running on the fact that the deep state cost Trump his election, the second go around, and had a big hand to play in that. He was a big anti-deep state guy, and now he's the deepest of the state. Now he's in super deep of the state. It makes me wonder everything. Like, when Trump was running for his second term and then got beat by Biden and blaming the deep state and all that stuff, then all of a sudden, did he make a deal during the campaign trail on this third go around? Did he make a deal? Is he now deep in the deep state? I don't know. He's definitely a lot more pro-Israel than he ever has been. He's definitely going to war with everyone Israel hates. That's kind of weird.
I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of lost on half the stuff you said about deep state.
Yeah.
That's a conversation with Jordan.
Yeah, right.
Would be able to entertain it more.
We started dropping bombs on Iran in order to get everyone distracted away from the Epstein files, in my opinion.
Oh, shit. That's a big statement. But I think that's what we're known to do.
Massey wouldn't let up.
Method of distraction.
Massey wouldn't let up. He's like, we're going to the bottom of this. I'm not going to yield the Epstein files until motherfuckers start getting arrested.
Who?
Massey, Thomas Massey. He's a congressman.
Okay.
From Kentucky. Actually.
Oh.
One of the good ones out there. But he's like, I'm not letting up. Neither is Ro Khanna, which he's a Democrat, which is funny because we're working together very closely on the Epstein files. And they're like, we're not stopping. And he's like, if I have to get on there and, on C-SPAN and fucking read every single name off, I will. And he was really trudging along. And then guess what happened? Trump pushed he got him primaried. He pushed a different Republican to primary Massey for his spot. Seems kind of fishy. Then we started dropping bombs on Iran.
What doesn't make sense to me is if Trump was there and then he rallies so hard saying he'll release the Epstein files, knowing his name's in there, and then they get released, but then he's trying to hinder the people who are doing the deepest dive on him. Like, none of that balances out. I don't think that Trump is a pedophile. Probably not. Do you think he knows he was there, but he knows he never did anything with anybody underage, so
Correct.
He's good?
I think what probably happened, this is me, spitballing here. No, nothing concrete here, but I think what maybe probably could have happened is that Trump knew he had connections to Epstein, and everyone else knew that. But in his mind, he's like, well, I never fucked a kid, so I'm good. Let's get to the bottom of this. And he was being genuine on wanting to release the files, got into office for the second term, started going through the files, and a lot of people were like, whoa, this does not look good, Mr. President. And he's like, shut it down.
Well,
I think that's probably what happened.
Why would he want to shut it down if he was? If he never did anything wrong, and he's not going to be running for another election.
Good, but it just doesn't look good.
So
it looks really bad. Well, he still needs to. The whole thing with politics, just because you're this, just because Trump's going to be done in politics after this next term, doesn't mean he doesn't want to still be in politics. He also still wants to be very in tune with the Republican Party, and he wants to get Republicans nominated. He wants to win midterms, and that reflects directly on the president himself as well. If the president's doing badly and the country's not doing well, come midterms, Democrats are going to take over Congress, and then he's fucked. He can't do anything he wants to do. So it looks bad. Shut it down. We got to win midterms. We need to keep Republicans in power of Congress and the House and in presidency. So shut it down.
This just shows how little I follow politics, though.
Yeah. It's not a fun thing to follow. It's a fucking terrible thing to follow, actually, because you start looking into all this stuff and you're like,
everybody just sucks.
Well, and I used to get really into, like, when Jordan and I did Veterans for Voluntarism back when he was a hardcore libertarian and I was like a libertarian-leaning Republican, essentially. It just got depressing because you start looking into this stuff and start realizing how much bad stuff is going on in the world and how negative the politics are and how terrible these people are. Like, for real, like really terrible people in politics getting voted in. Just complete liars, terrible fucking people, narcissists, all the bad things you can have in a person. They all got them.
Yeah.
For the most part, a lot of them have that type of quality where they're very egotistical. Like, I think narcissist is probably the right term, where they, think they're better than everybody else and they super, all that stuff, lying to you, gaslighting you, all those things. That's who politics attracts, and that's who gets roped into politics a lot, and the voters fall for it hook, line, and sinker because what else is there? Normal people don't generally get into politics that deep. But I think we're starting to see something here because Brandon Herrera, he's a YouTuber, gun-tuber, actually.
Wow.
Big gun channel on YouTube. Few million subscribers, like one of the big dogs in YouTube world. He's essentially won a seat in Congress as a senator. He beat Tony Gonzalez, primaried him. He primaried him last go around and lost, barely lost. It was a big thing. We're like, holy shit, Brandon Herrera got close. Like, that's insane. a YouTuber almost beat the incumbent Republican in Texas and in West Texas too. So it's like, got very close. This next go around, this is going to blow your fucking mind here. This go around, right? Turns out during his senatorship or his term in Congress, he had an aide, someone working with him on his campaign and in his office and stuff, right?
Yep.
Allegedly had sexual extramarital affair with this woman that was also married. And then she got all fucking weird about it, and he gave her a big raise and a big bonus to like basically probably shut up money.
Pay her
to
off.
Be quiet, pay her off. And she was getting really depressed and acting all depressed. Anyways, her husband saw the texts that Gonzalez was sending her. He's like, what the fuck is up with this shit? He gets all pissed, obviously. And then he texts like Gonzalez and all the other workers in a group chat, like, I fucking saw the text, motherfucker. Like, this is crazy. We're getting a divorce. And then she sets herself on fire.
Whoa.
And dies.
Dang.
So she set herself on fire in front of her house and died. And
She set herself on fire?
Yeah, killed herself on fire.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why would that be?
I don't know. She was losing it. She lost everything. She's like, I lost my family, I lost my job, I'm losing everything, because she did lose her job too, eventually. It's just like depressed and crazy. Then she's like,
I hate hearing about affairs. It's just so fucking dumb.
Crazy. But the thing is, like, he had the power over her, and she felt like she had to do it, and and all sort of stuff, and whatever. But like,
bite me.
But it's like, but that is a thing where it's like, in politics especially, like, he has a lot of power, and she's like, fuck, I don't know, I don't want to lose my job. Like,
who fucking who?
Oh, I'm with you, but I'm just saying, like, that's what one thing leads to another. Next thing you know, they're doinking, and then
what a weak ass bitch. She cares way too much about money.
She's dead.
No ill.
You can't speak ill of that.
No, I'm not trying to do that. At the time, she was being a weak ass bitch, because I hate hearing all that. Like,
I know, but
fucking who?
But then, so she set herself on fire. Big scandal. Brandon Herrera obviously was like, "This is crazy. I gotta beat this guy." Obviously, uses that story on his during the campaign trail. Gonzalez, he gets up into Congress. Congress is like, we need to fucking open an investigation on this guy. This is insane. So they're gonna open an investigation on him, and he was still running. He's like, this is all a lie, blah, blah, blah. And then they were gonna investigate him and all this stuff. Then he's like, I'm stepping down. Like, not stepping down, but he's like, I'm gonna finish my term. I'm not gonna run again. So Brandon Herrera got the Republican, won the Republican primary, and he's probably gonna be the Democrat because it's Texas. And it's West Texas. So.
Wow. Well,
crazy shit.
In lighter, not political news, but
that's why I got out of the politics game, by the way.
Yeah.
So
too much.
Go on.
The Afro Man trial. Have you looked at it all? Okay, so I did a little more looking into it. So we all know Afro Man. We all sang his songs in high school. Mm-hmm. I forgot to clean my room. Or I was going to clean my room, then I got high.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Unpopular opinion, I can't stand him.
But you listened to his songs. We all did.
Yeah. Not by choice, but yes.
Whatever.
They're at parties.
Colt 45. Wait. Yeah. Colt 45, is that Afro Man?
No.
Who is that?
Is it? Colt 45. Yeah, I think so. Maybe.
To the bar after. Well,
I know
now I
the
gotta see if that's
songs.
Afro Man. Who sings Colt 45? Yeah, it's Afro Man.
Yeah,
okay, you gotta.
You don't even know.
Well, no, because I know songs. I don't know artists very well. We all know Afro Man.
Yeah,
okay, a part of our high school experience was songs by Afro Man.
That's why I said unpopular opinion.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Anyhowser. So all of a sudden I start seeing clips of like him in an all-American flag suit with American flag sunglasses on with an afro taking the stand on trial. I'm like, oh no, like another my first I was like, another fucking rapper that's done some fucked up shit,
I thought you were going somewhere else.
What?
Nothing. Go on.
Anyways, no, so the gist of it was his home. There was a search warrant for his house, And so they go in. Well, he has security cameras all over his house. So they actually find nothing in his house. And he's like, that warrant was bullshit. Basically, you didn't find anything. And your sources are also bogus. You didn't have the proper probable cause, whatever it may be. But so then he releases a song, which I did not know of or had ever heard of until today. And I had to go watch the video. You have to watch the video. You can't listen to the song. You have to watch the video. It's called Lemon Pound Cake. And it's his security cameras in the house of the search warrant. And there's this cop and they're clearing the kitchen. And there's a big cake stand with lemon pound cake on it. And he just keeps pausing it over and over because you see the cop like look at the pound cake, look back up, and then do like a double take. And so he just in the song is talking about how the cop wants the lemon pound cake. And he shouldn't have been in my house in the first place. And I laughed. I thought it was comical. And so it was in Adams County, whatever state that is. He mentions it in the song a lot.
I think there's an Adams County in every state.
Probably.
Okay.
Go watch it. Go watch it and listen to it. It's stupid, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I got some giggles out of it. And so basically like 5 different cops were suing him for defamation. And after I listened to the song, I'm like, because before I listened to the song, I had seen a clip of one of the cops on trial, giving his testimony. And he's talking about how he had to resign from his position at the sheriff's office because the defamation from Afroman was so bad. And it was talking about him being like accused of being a predator. And he's like, I couldn't go to my kids' like sporting events. You know, I had to quit my job. Like it was so bad because of what he did. And then I listened to the song. I'm like, he doesn't talk about that. He doesn't even name names. Literally, the song is called Lemon Pound Cake. It's about this cop that's not in very good shape, eyeing his cake up and down a couple times.
He didn't even say names in the...
No. He said Adams County.
Okay.
But so then I started ChatGPT and I'm like, real quick, just tell me like why. And it was really stupid. It was just like, I don't know. I didn't do enough research. I just asked ChatGPT to give me a quick rundown on it. and then I stopped there.
Good enough.
But basically it sounds like the defamation. I mean, so he won the trial. No defamation was found.
I mean, that makes sense. Just the little bit you've explained, it makes sense. That's not defamation.
And so I don't know where all these other accusations came from, like where all these cops, because literally the only cop that's shown in it is the one. I don't know if he was a part of the trial, the lemon pound cake guy.
That's funny.
But yeah, so that was a good morning giggle because, you know, if I was the guy with the lemon pound cake, I'd have to laugh at myself too. Be like, it looked good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's defamation's a tough one. It's a tough one to go for because unless it's a lot.
You have to name
you have to prove
them.
a lot. You have not only have to name them, you have to explicitly name them and explicitly. I think because Sean Ryan was getting sued for defamation from Dan Crenshaw. Old fucking.
Is that still going on?
Dan. I'm pretty sure it got shut down because.
Oh, good.
I haven't heard anything from it, but yeah, I mean, he's getting sued for defamation, and it's like he read the law off and video and stuff. He's like, this is not fucking defamation, you know? It's like, you know, because basically you have to prove that a person is not only lying about what you said, but intentionally lying about, like, blatantly lying about you in order to destroy or assassinate your character, essentially, and unless you can prove that it wasn't just like, if I'm saying stuff that I believe is true, that's not defamation.
Right.
If I'm saying stuff that is completely 100% made up, proven beyond like all reasonable doubt that it is fake, and I'm doing it in order to destroy you, like then maybe it is.
Because I think what Sean Ryan also read off in there, because I remember watching that with you, was you could sit here and say X, Y, and Z about somebody, and it be totally false. But you actually believed it.
I believe it, and I have resources.
And so they would have to prove that you actually knew it was a lie.
Yep. And if I have resources stating that it could be possibly true, then it's not. Even if I do know that it's probably not real, then but I am not doing it in order to destroy that person, then that also doesn't. It's not defamation. You know, like if I'm like. if I make up an elaborate story about, whatever, I don't know, about whoever's powerful, Trump, let's say Trump, and I make up an elaborate story about how he did this really heinous thing and I'm trying to destroy his reputation, and it's 100% blatantly made up and false.
You just thought of it in your head one evening. Yeah.
And they can prove that that's what happened,
Right.
then that would be defamation.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's a hard one to go for. But a lot of people will use that. Like, they sue you for defamation because there's no repercussions, especially if you're rich and powerful, like Dan Crenshaw, where he's a wealthy, influential congressman at the time. He lost his primary seat, by the way. Oh, so he's getting out of there. Fucking get out of here. But, like, they use that. They send these cease and desist and say, we're going to sue you for defamation just to get you to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. That's they actually don't want to go to trial. They just want you to be shaking in your boots a little. Yeah.
They want to scare you into submission.
Yep.
And that's crazy. Because
also a big middle finger.
That's the other thing too. Like with gun laws, that really pisses me off is that these fucking governors, hard segue here, I guess, but
back into politics.
Yep. But it's like, they'll just pass shit. They'll just pass shit. Like gun laws. People. Yeah, not even to appease them, just even like in Minnesota, the majority of Minnesotans don't want those gun laws, but they'll pass them because they're fucking pieces of shit. And they'll pass the law knowing full well that's unconstitutional and against the Second Amendment, and they might lose in court. But guess what it has to do in order to get shut down? In order for that law to get shut up, like killed, they have to get sued. Mm-hmm. And then it has to go up to all the different courts. It has to go to like the lower courts that get found out there. Basically, if the lower courts say like, yep, unconstitutional, then the law gets stricken. But then the state government can just be like, push it up further. And then another court says, no, actually, we agree with him.
Yep.
Let it pass. Then it gets put back into policy. Then it goes all the way to the Supreme Court. And if the Supreme Court says like, nope, unconstitutional, then it's shut down and you can't do it again. But then they go back and they just change the verbiage a little bit and do it all over again. Because at least it's in place for a little bit. There's zero repercussions for their actions. And I think if I was president, if I was King Jake and I had, supermajority in the in Congress, I would pass a law saying like, if you are a state and you are caught passing an unconstitutional law and it gets shot down, you're fucked. You're going to jail.
Damn.
That's treason, in my opinion.
All hail King Jake.
It's fucking crazy. There should be repercussions for that because they have unlimited. They have unlimited money. They don't care if it goes to court. Guess what? Guess who doesn't have unlimited money? Organizations like the Firearms Policy Coalition that is constantly suing these states that are passing unconstitutional gun laws and fighting them and winning, but they don't have unlimited money. They have to have lawyers on retainer that they pay for from the good graces of the American people that give them money. They have to pay other people. They have to pay lobbyists. They have to pay admin people. They have paralegals. They have to have a super big, strong legal team in order to sue states, entire fucking states, and then win. But they don't get money back. They can't like countersue the state and be like, now you owe me all of this money in court fees and stuff. That doesn't happen.
Right.
They win and then it goes away, but then the state just does it again. And it's like there needs to be some sort of repercussions. Maybe not jail. I mean, that's a little too far. But at least like if it gets found out, then you're on probation. You're paying a fucking hefty fine from your personal wallet, buddy.
Yeah.
Something.
I mean, that's what NFL players have to do, right?
Yeah, if they do something illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and passing those laws is illegal.
I always laugh at like the press conferences, like for NBA or NFL, and they really want to say something, and they look at whoever they look at, some publicist, and they're like, "How much of a fine is it?" They're like, $10,000. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it. It's like that has to come out of their personal.
Yeah, and like there needs to be some sort of repercussions for these anti-gun, anti-American, anti-rights, fucking passing blatantly unconstitutional, unlawful laws and making the people abide by those laws for at least however long they have to abide by them for. I think all gun laws should be stricken from the record, and if you get caught passing a gun law from a state, then you're fucking done. You're out of here.
I agree. Get them the fuck out.
Because then they're just going to tax you harder. Because, They do. I mean, the states do pay for that stuff. I guess they have to pay out the.
But the people don't care. I mean, the people doing it, they don't care.
They have to pay the DA and
governor,
stuff or whatever.
They don't give a shit.
They don't give a fuck.
Doesn't
people are getting paid anyways.
Make any difference to their fucking $1 million home they go to at the end of the night.
Yeah, governor's out of here. DA's out of here. Clean fucking house. Like the DA, you let that pass, you know that's unconstitutional. You're out of here. Bar, give me your bar. You're out of here. You're not a lawyer anymore. You're done. Yeah. Fuck them. This is crazy. Anyways.
Whew.
Sorry about that little rant. Actually, I'm not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Anyways, yeah, it's just... Yeah. I got to stay in tune with politics to a certain extent just because of that's the nature of the beast. But at the same time, like, whew, you start going down some rabbit holes and it gets fucking dark.
You just end up with high blood pressure.
It gets dark.
Yeah.
Look at Alex Jones. Yeah, perfect example.
Where is he now?
He's still InfoWars and it up.
He's what?
He's still InfoWars is his...
Foot Wars?
InfoWars.
Oh.
That's his thing. Like it's his...
Because he's banned from like every website. Like YouTube and everything, right?
Yeah,
he still is.
Not Twitter, yeah.
Oh, not Twitter.
He got reinstated into X, yeah. But no, yeah, it's just he's still yelling. He's still yelling.
I remember when like the Joe Rogan episodes, like real time when that was happening. It was fucking nuts.
Yeah.
That guy he's like a mix of a like really Pentecostal pastor and I don't know, like a WWE fighter. Something. He's got like this weird mixture where he's got this high energy and he just like never runs out of it. And even though he's sweating and whatever else, but then he's also like crazy, but he's really dramatic and can be theatrical at times.
He's a fucking one of a kind. Like, but that's the thing. Once you get deep into the hole, like on that stuff, and you realize like there's not really anything you can do about it, you just start crazy. You just start screaming into a microphone. You're like, "These motherfuckers are fucking satanic pedophiles!" Ah!
Yeah,
it's crazy. Like you get crazy. I get it, dude. I did it for a short time, and I'm like, I want to fucking woof.
See, I can only take in a certain amount of like saddening or negative or anything because it affects me.
That's everybody. That's why the government
we're born with empathy,
and that's why the government gets away with all the stuff that they get away with because they know that people are just gonna move on. They're just gonna move on to the next thing. It is what it is.
Yeah, I didn't even realize how. What was it the other night that we were? Oh my gosh, it was so funny because our newest niece, she's perfect in every single way. We were talking, she's only 3 months old, but she's a very empathetic baby in the sweetest, kindest little way. And we were talking about empathy the other day. And so Jacob and I, we love our new thing we like to do from time to time now is we like to sit down and we enjoy a good few episodes of Jeopardy. Mm-hmm. The good old Alex Trebek days Jeopardy episodes. Yeah. And it's so funny because I remember like when I would get babysat as a kid, like it was like nails on a chalkboard hearing Jeopardy on because I didn't understand. You know, you don't know what any of it means.
You're a dumbass.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, and it's just these constant this guy reading, and then
what the hell?
But now,
who the hell is Machiavelli?
You start watching it, and you know some answers, and you feel like a fucking genius sometimes. And it's so the biggest thing was I can't remember his name, the guy that made it a really long time that I started watching, and then you started watching with me, and he won over $2 million. He actually not only broke the highest record, but set 12 more. He kept beating his own record. Anyways, his time came to an end and it was really sad. So then Jacob and I decided there was only one other person that was as successful as him. And we're like, but he was like way old episodes. Like Alex Trebek had a mustache and it was just like the really beginning episodes.
It wasn't completely gray.
Yeah. Yeah, he had like brown hair. And so we find the series where it's this guy's winning streak. I don't remember his name. Anyways, we're like, oh yeah, let's watch it because he was on it for how many episodes?
The guy that's the host now?
No.
Okay.
The guy whose record we wanted to see that the newer guy kept beating. And so we're watching and all of a sudden it pans over to him and he was blind.
Oh no, that guy didn't. Like, he went on a run, but he wasn't like top tier.
I thought he was.
Jeopardy. No,
doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter. But yes.
So it pans over to him and he's blind. And it was like, he was so happy to be there, and he was all smiles. And like Alex Trebek talked about how they made just a couple adjustments for him.
I didn't say what
that
it was.
Wasn't like advantages, but he
can't fucking see. He was blind. So
every time he'd get an answer wrong, I was like tearing up, and then every time he'd get it right, and then he won, and he was just so happy. I was just crying.
You lost it.
I did.
You lost it. You're like, I can't do this.
I don't know where that came from either. I don't even remember the last time I cried, but I just could not handle it. It was like it poked an empathy part of me that I couldn't handle it. It was too heartfelt.
But you can definitely tell, like, looking at those old episodes, like, Jeopardy people today are way smarter now because we have the internet, dude.
Yeah.
All those people back then, like that blind guy, he had to go.
They had encyclopedias.
He's blind.
He had to do it with Braille.
You can't just go to the library and read. He had to Braille it up or listen to it or something.
I can't think about it too much again.
Yeah, but it was like one of those things where it's like he won, and then he's like, they're like, and then told him like, oh, you won. He's like,
oh. Yeah, he was just so... He looked like Stevie Wonder.
And then Trebek went to go shake his hand. He's just kind of like... Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I could not handle it.
And it sucks so bad because like he's a homely looking feller too, but you're just like... I'm rooting for you, buddy.
Hold on.
He's a sports writer. He's a sports writer.
Yeah,
and he's
for
blind.
Horse races. And so his dad would have to watch the horse race and tell him what happened. And so I said right then and there, I cannot watch another episode with him because especially at some point, he's going to lose. I won't be able to handle it. It'll break my heart. Yeah. I can't do it. So we have to skip over that. We haven't watched Jeopardy in a while, though.
No.
It's a great show, though. In your 30s, you start to like these types of things.
Yeah.
I still like my stupid shows, but...
No, Jeopardy rules. I mean, it makes you a little bit smarter. Everything you watch.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, it's a good thing. It's great.
Yeah. And when you get them right, man, really boosts confidence.
Oh, yeah. Especially if the other people get them, like, don't answer them or get them wrong, you're like, hell yeah.
Two like that, where I knew the answer and nobody buzzed in, and I'm like, hell yeah,
I'm so smart.
I'm a genius.
I'm smarter than all you guys. I should be on Jeopardy. Then you go on Jeopardy.
But then I miss, like, the next 20 questions.
Yeah, you'd have to pay Jeopardy at the end of it. You can go negative.
Yeah. Great show.
It's a great show. There's so many obscure questions. And sometimes when they ask the questions, it's half a riddle.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, well,
I can't read it fast enough to process it. I'm like, wait. And we won't pause it because that's cheating.
It's cheating.
And we have a rule, too, that you have to blurt out. If you think you know the answer, I say Jacob and I have this rule. You have to blurt it out, even if it sounds completely stupid. Because otherwise, what was happening is we were like, I was thinking that.
I knew that.
I was going to say that. It's like, you just have to blurt it out. And if it is totally stupid, you can't make too much fun of the person.
Just laugh.
But yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah. It's good, though. It's fine. It's good. Good stuff.
Educate the brain. There's way worse things to watch.
Yeah. But I do want to go on a little bit of a tangent on, like, we have a lot of stuff coming up. A lot of plans with this trailer. We have some really really big trips that we're trying to hash out and plan ahead of us. But it's so hard with a full-time job and everything else, and whatever happens with you and everything else with your job. So it's like trying to plan this stuff out is getting to be very difficult.
But guys,
but we have some really big things planned. Like we're going. I don't know how.
I don't think we should say. I don't think we should say who, because what if something gets canceled?
Yeah.
But so last weekend or 2 weekends ago, we had the Iowa show. Let's talk about that real quick. Fucking awesome. I mean, every year it gets better in the sense of like, I don't know, just getting to connect with people and listeners. Every year it gets better and like so just heartwarmingly humbling. And I don't know. It was just really, and
we're starting to see people that we saw last year and they're like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
That's great. It's awesome.
It was really awesome. And, if any of you guys were there, it's like, Jacob and I were social butterflies. If you've ever been around us in person, you know that. So we love talking with people. So that was really cool. It was also extremely busy. Saturday was just insane. There was one point, I think for like 2 hours straight, I was checking people out and I don't think I looked up from the iPad for like 2 hours. So I was like, holy shit, it's like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's just it's like time traveling almost. It's like
Yeah.
so long, but like next thing you know, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It just blazes through.
But it was super fun. And then last weekend, we actually got to set up in Osage, where we live, at the Mitchell County Conservation Club. Or is it just conservation?
Mitchell County Conservation.
Mitchell County Conservation. They put on a
Center,
deer and turkey
maybe?
show, and they reached out and asked if we set up a booth there. And we're like, yeah. So we went out and did that. That was a lot of fun. Charlie had a blast. And then,
yeah. And we did a little giveaway. We're going to give away a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't said that yet. We haven't called him yet.
We haven't.
No, we'll tell him
I
on
totally
here,
forgot.
Yeah. Nick Pilgrim won the shirt.
Woo!
So, yay. We're going to give him a shirt. It's going to be great.
We'll reach out to you.
Yeah, we'll reach out if you're listening.
Or I'll see you uptown like I do usually once a
Maybe
week.
we'll just chop this part up and make it a reel and be like, here you go.
Oh, yeah. We should do that. I totally forgot that.
All right. Nick Pilgrim, you won. Hey, hell yeah, dude. Nice.
You have won the new
Yeah.
Bow Hunting for Felons 2.0 shirt. Congrats.
Yeah.
So
Anyways.
yeah, that was great. That was fun to do something
Awesome.
local. It's funny. We actually learned that, and I have a theory behind it, but there was a lot of people that came up. They're like, oh, you do Victory Drive? Oh, like they knew of Victory Drive, but they didn't know of Jacob Johnson doing Victory Drive. And I said, I bet a big portion of it is now we have this giant trailer and we moved to town. And we didn't just move to town. We're
moved
right
to the
off
middle
Main
of town.
Street. Yeah. You can't get any closer to Main Street because you can't live right on Main Street. We're right behind it. And we're right on Main Street and the other popular crossroad.
Yeah.
We have this 28-foot trailer that says Victory Drive Podcast on the side of both sides. So I think a lot of it was people see it and they're like, who is that? So that was really fun because I mean, our biggest supporters aren't local people.
Yeah. Just don't. I don't think there's any creeps listening, but don't creep. But you can come
Don't
by.
fucking creep. Ask Jacob. I get crazy when he scares me in the
She is
house.
crazy.
Wow.
She's crazy when people walk by weird.
When Jacob,
Hey, keep it moving. Keep it moving. Come on.
hey, that kid was messing. He looked like he was gonna mess
That's
with your
the
truck.
I know. I get it. I'm with you. I yell at some kids because
No.
they walked on our driveway. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, that was after.
Yeah.
We're just old fogies now. And
Get off my lawn. Yeah.
it was a big transition moving in town. Yeah, and if you ever, it happens all the time where if I don't hear Jacob come in the house and I'm upstairs and I'm doing something and all of a sudden he makes his presence known, I freak out and
Woohoo! Big summer blowout. Yeah, wow! What the fuck?
well, I'm usually like vacuuming or something too. So my ADH brain is like, it's deep in thought somewhere else. I'm not even thinking about the floor I'm vacuuming. You know, I'm deep in whatever rabbit hole I'm going down in my thoughts. And then it's just like so abruptly disrupted. And
Yeah.
at first I don't realize it's you. I think it's an intruder. So I'm like fight or flight. I'm fighting. And then it's you.
Then you cry.
I've never cried. I get mad. Jacob.
That's funny.
Anyways.
But yeah,
And then this weekend.
Illinois,
Yep.
Deer Classic in
Yep.
Peoria, Illinois.
And
Peoria.
that one's gonna be a riot. Cody Christian's coming to play. Tattoos at the booth. Are you gonna get a tattoo?
We'll see if it's not too busy. It'd be
I
cool.
want to, but I'm not. I've often have seen flash sheets, and I don't like something on there enough.
I'm gonna get a
And I have no
topless
idea what his
mermaid.
flash sheet, huh?
I'm gonna get a topless mermaid on my arm.
Wow. It's almost like we know somebody who's done that.
This is a sailor. This is a good sailor tattoo. That's why.
I'm assuming they'll be tiny. I just want the horns. If he'll do that, you know,
I'm gonna get teardrops on my cheek.
that means you killed somebody, so you probably shouldn't do that.
Well, I was in the army.
I know, but like, you know what it means. Anyways,
Keep them
Illinois is gonna be a great
motherfuckers
show, but
away
the
from
best
me.
thing about the Illinois show, for me personally, is this will be the 3rd annual outing at the Happy Crab, located in Peoria, Illinois. They should like sponsor us or something. So it's a place, it's a seafood boil, and they have the best fucking crab. And anybody that knows me, I crave crab all year long, and I get it like once, maybe twice a year. And it is my favorite food besides steak. And so the first year it was just me and you. Second year it was me, you, and Scotty. Mm-hmm. And then last year it was me, you, Scotty, Jackie, Lee.
Yeah.
And then so Jackie at the Iowa show, she's like, I was asking her if she's going to be at the Illinois show. She's like, we're going to Happy Crab, aren't we? I was like, yes, you want to go? Because she had never had a seafood boil before either. Mm-hmm. It's the fucking best.
It's good stuff. Messy.
Oh, yeah.
Messy Bessie.
The vehicle on the drive home smells fucking rancid.
Foul.
Your hands smell like it for a day, minimum.
Yep. And
but it's
farting.
so fucking worth it. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait.
It's going to be good. It's going to be a good time. I love that place. And it's right next to Bass Pro.
Oh, yeah. You guys always go there. Usually what happens is I'm nice and hungover Sunday. Show gets done. We go eat Happy Crab. I'm a happy crab to be eating there.
Yep, you pass out.
And then I'm ready for a nap. And then you want to go into Bass Pro, so it works perfect. You'll be in there for an hour, and I take an hour nap in the parking lot. And it's great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And then the Wisconsin show.
Mm-hmm. Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin.
Yep, I love that show. It's at the Kalahari, which is just huge. Mm-hmm. So it's just, there's so much there. You could really, that's like the one show that I say you could spend all day there and not get bored. Some of the other shows, it's like you do your lap and then maybe you go comb back through and then you're done. It might take a while, half the day to get through everything if you talk to people. But like at the Kalahari, you could stay there all day.
Well, and they have a giant water park. So it's like if you get done at the show and then you're like, well, let's take the kiddos to the water park and pay $75 million. But it's nice. It's very nice. It's
so expensive. Mm-hmm. We stayed there 1 year during the show. And I had some kind of crazy discount. And we ended up accidentally getting upgraded to a suite, too.
They gave our room away.
Yeah, but even before that, even before booking that, I had a discount.
I know. We had a really good discount on a standard room.
Oh, the suite, though.
And then they gave that room away. And you're like, what the fuck?
And then that guy,
we'll take you to the suite
was it a guy or gal, had that medical emergency in the line. And so then I go over and I'm helping. I don't know. And then after it was all said and done, I go up, I'm like, I need to check in. They're like, we gave your room away. I'm like, okay, a lot just happened in here. I don't know what you need to do, but we need, and so we got put in a suite. And I got sick that show. Saturday morning, woke up sicker than a dog. So I stayed in that suite all week.
Charlie and I went and did the park, and you slept in the truck.
Yep, on Sunday, because we had to check out.
Very sick.
And we had passes for the whole day.
Very ill.
They were very expensive. Mm-hmm. We stayed at the Hotel Motel Holiday Inn right down the road that also has a water slide that Charlie loves and kids enjoy, and it doesn't cost $500 a night.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. But no, trade show season is all of March essentially now. 1 weekend off, and then we filled it with our home show, and it's like very busy. Mm-hmm. Very busy time, but I love going to the shows because, like Ashley already said, it's like getting to see everyone out there is awesome and very fun. And getting to connect with everyone face to face, it's great. Love it. Mm-hmm. But then we're gonna go jump right into April, and it's gonna be busier and fuck. Like we'll just say this
say
part.
The state.
No, I don't want to say that.
Oh, I thought you were going to say more than that, so don't say
No,
the state.
I was going to move on from that. I was going to say we have a lot of stuff going on. We have podcasts planned, but then it's jumping into springtime. And what I was going to say is like people already know that we have a YouTube channel, but we're going to start hopefully hammering out some deets on that bad boy and starting to get pretty consistent with YouTube stuff. I'm just kind of realizing that YouTube's probably the best platform. I know there's a lot of, obviously Patreon's the best, but there's no discoverability in Patreon really. It's like, you guys are awesome, and find it out and support the show through Patreon, which is absolutely amazing. But I think just YouTube for like discoverability and like getting shut down is lesser than other platforms. It just seems like it's the best for us.
Yeah.
Because Instagram fucking sucks.
You hate Facebook.
I fucking loathe Facebook.
I love Facebook.
I'm still banned from Marketplace. I sent them a nasty email.
Oof.
Nasty.
It's probably a good thing. It's probably saved us some money.
You cowards. But like, I'm still banned on Marketplace. Like, we're basically shut down on Facebook. Like, they're like, no one can see you.
You have to search
shadow banned
letter by letter.
And it'll come off, then they'll do it again right away. It's just terrible, terrible, terrible place. Instagram is a little bit better than Facebook, but like it's still not the greatest there. TikTok is TikTok.
Can't have a
whole
gun
beast on that thing. It's just
on the wall
whatever.
or anything.
But YouTube, they are probably the freest of the social media networks or whatever it is with that kind of stuff. And it's Google, like discoverability is great on it. So it's like we're gonna start hammering YouTube stuff here pretty shortly, and hopefully getting some really good content on that and see where that takes us. But that's gonna be kind of our next focus outside of obviously audio. We have that hammered down. You know, we're doing very consistent every week. Haven't missed a week. It's great.
Never
Ever.
You've done a couple sick. I think
I've done a few sick.
2 or 3.
I'm like not feeling great.
But you've never missed a
Not
week.
feeling great.
And
there's one podcast that me and you did together. I'm just like, is then we have the recliners. I'm just kinda
yeah.
Yes, you're gonna have to clear the way on this bad boy.
Yeah.
But I've been taking my vitamins.
Yeah, trade show season, we got to take all the vitamins because, man, those shows are like a petri dish. And, you know, you shake all the hands, which is such a wonderful thing.
Kiss all the babies.
We never kiss any babies, and we'll never kiss your baby. But we do want to see your baby if the baby's at the show.
I promise I won't punch your baby.
Wow, that's a good promise to have always. But yeah, so loading up on the vitamins. Patreon, though, for all you guys knowing, I created a Patreon Backbone member exclusive t-shirt that you have not seen, and I don't think we will post it till you guys pretty much receive it. I've got just about everybody's shirt sizes and where to send them, so I'll be taking that to the print shop here soon. So that's really exciting. And you know, the people on Patreon, I told them all when I sent them the little message, hey, we want to gift you a t-shirt, you know, for being such an awesome person and being on our Patreon. I'm like, especially me personally, such a huge thank you, because I didn't know what the hell Patreon was. I think I had an idea because one time I saw it on our bank statement for WCB before Victory Drive ever became. I'm like, what is this and why are we paying for it? Like, what subscription is this?
You always do this. You always dog on Patreon for some reason.
Well, I'm just being real. That's what I thought of it.
Yeah.
I didn't understand. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, social media is free. Why do you need one? I'm like, what is this, fucking OnlyFans? Like, I don't get it. And then Victory Drive came to be. And then I started really saying, I'm like, oh.
The thing is,
okay.
it's a way to give back to people that devote a lot of time and effort into making.
I said I get it now.
I know, but it's just like I'm just explaining it more. I'm not getting offensive. Just explain it more because you didn't do a very good job explaining it. Sorry.
I was getting to it.
Well,
I said, and then Victory Drive happened.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I really saw it's like, okay, there is a very big like community presence about it. It's not like the comment chat section on Facebook or anything like that. It's more close quarters. It's more of a just like a little
it's a
community.
good community building platform that the listeners can be a part of the show and give back to the show and support the show and be the number one sponsors of the show, number one partners, awesome. Whatever term you want to use for it. And I think it's great. I think it keeps, creators, it allows them that freedom to devote more to the content or whatever they're creating, whether it's a YouTuber or a fucking podcaster like me or whatever it is. It's like, it allows the people to give back to those creators and be like, hey, we appreciate what you're doing. Keep it up. And maybe someday you can quit your job and do more and make this your full-time job and just do more and more and more. And we do have some Patreon exclusive stuff. We have a very inconsistent, my sister got pregnant and has a baby, so we haven't been keeping up with the KublaCon stuff, but we have a couple Patreon exclusives. There's just fun stuff. We have deer camp every year goes on. Iowa Deer Camp goes on Patreon. Those hunt videos every year go there. And we're going to start, especially when we start getting more active with YouTube, we're going to put a lot of the videos on Patreon first. Early access content, kind of that kind of stuff. There's some perks. And then we're going to do yearly merch giveaways to the Backbone members because it's I want to be able to give back and make the monthly contribution make sense to people, where it makes, I want you to feel appreciated because I appreciate it. So I want to make you guys feel that way.
And this shirt's really cool, I think.
Yeah, and it's gonna be new,
I've been wanting
new
to
merch
make
every year. It's gonna be different.
And this shirt that I made too, it has a Jacob saying on it that I have been wanting to make a shirt of forever. And so I got my shirt. I think it looks real cool. Hopefully everybody agrees. And yeah.
What else we got going on?
Yeah, as far as everything getting so busy, we have several pending guests that are, it's like, what an awesome opportunity. We haven't been able to schedule it yet because as our last episode, I'm going to have an opening. There's an opening coming up in our sheriff's office for a full-time spot that I'm very hopeful that I could be successful in getting. And right now I have no idea. So there's just so much up in the air scheduling wise because I don't know when we don't have a testing date scheduled for it or the exact hire date if you were to be hired. And then if I would be so blessed to get that, then you've got to schedule the academy and don't know when that would be scheduled. I know the academy dates, but I don't know when I would be sent to it. And then whenever I am sent, that'd be 16 weeks. And so we do have some things in motion for when that happens. Like, okay, what's the plan going to kind of look like for that? Because we don't want the podcast to slow down by any means. We want it to speed up and keep progressing. And so, yeah, it's been kind of a brainstorming thing. And like Jacob said, trying to get everything. I still have so many videos to get out. So many. And I can't wait. They're all there. You guys will all see them at some point. We still have Africa videos, France and everything. So those will all get out. And just a lot of exciting stuff. I think it's wonderful going into year 3 and just not at all feeling like a plateau is happening.
We're going to keep
trucking
right along.
On
let's say it. Let's just go say it. It's just the States.
Oh.
We
have a guest in.
We're going to go down to Arkansas. I'm not going to tell you who, but we're going to head down to Arkansas.
Special guest.
Very soon. And then we also have another guest lined up in Idaho. But the thing that's hard is that Idaho is far away, and Arkansas is also far away. And travel time, we don't want to travel all the way there, be tired, and be like, "Let's podcast."
Yeah.
And I'm tired,
Bang
and I'm not a very good
episode.
conversationist. Like these are a big deal. Like we want to go to these places, and we want to be present and of sound mind,
sharp as a tack.
So we have to plan in fucking resting and travel back, and going to Idaho is 4 days just driving essentially probably, and same with Arkansas essentially. So it's like you have a lot of windshield time, but we also want to make those trips count by going for if there's other people in the area that we can make another podcast or something out of
on the way
or
on the way back
or something like that. It's like we want to be able to maximize our time on the road, but it gets hard when you have little time. Like I have a job I have to get back to. She has a job to get back to. Like we have stuff we have to get back for. Like we can't just be gone forever. But it's like
we don't have that many Patreon members yet.
Yeah. I'm not quitting my day job yet, but it's one of those things where it's like it's good stuff, and I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
it's gonna be nice, good, fun episodes, and I think they're gonna do really well. I think you guys are really gonna enjoy them.
Yeah,
I can say that with full confidence before we even record it. So
the Arkansas one, I am so stoked for.
I have a lot of notes for that one.
Everybody, on Patreon, you should put in the chat who you think it is if you have any guesses whatsoever. Somebody who resides in Arkansas. Any other hints? No? Okay.
Nope. Just that.
It's going to be great.
Yep.
And then, also Texas. There's a trip down there we're trying to get down to. So we've got
that's an even
Arkansas
longer trip.
Scheduled. We have a date we're going for that.
Still trying to figure out there too, and when we can get down there or over there.
When works for them, and us and everything else in life. So, because you got to remember too, we're also not traveling fast to where we're going. We have a big ass trailer. So
for some reason, people close to us don't want to podcast with us, so we have to plan these giant trips. But
it's great though that we have the trailer to do this with. This was the goal. With the trailer, to be able to take it to places and meet awesome people, to have great conversations, to be able to share with awesome people. So I think we're getting there.
There was actually a post on WCB's page where people are like, "Oh," talking about another podcast, like the unsubscribed podcast, like, "Oh, I think this would be you guys should try to get on the Fed Electrician because he's a big YouTuber and he's a part of the unsubscribed podcast and that kind of stuff." And someone's like, "Actually, that'd probably be a better guest for Victory Drive, and they tagged me in it, so I got on there. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, that would be sick. Like, just so you guys know, I have reached out to him, and I have had no message back yet. I don't hate him. He's a busy guy.
Might just be sitting in their message request file.
He's a big
and
guy.
Never...
He's a big guy. Not only is he a big guy, but he's a big guy on YouTube. Big personality and a big human. He calls himself the fat electrician. He's a big boy. But I've reached out to him. He hasn't got back to me yet. But it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, some coward ass fucking podcast. I'm busy, buddy. And I'm like, hopefully. Someday, but not for long.
And it could be too. Like, I just checked my Instagram message requests, which was a folder I didn't even know existed.
Oh yeah,
I had some in there from like 4 years ago.
He knows it exists, but he probably gets so many.
Yeah, probably get flooded with stuff. So
yeah,
maybe one day.
Yep.
He ain't far.
No, so it's like he's
35 minutes.
He's definitely within the wheelhouse, but it's just like I don't want to dox him. I don't know where he lives, but it'd be an easy one.
Yeah.
If he ever got back to me, but I'm not mad about it.
Guys,
I'm not slighted.
Just keep tagging Victory Drive in his posts.
Yeah, go attack his fucking comment section or post or tag him in posts or something. Yeah. That'd be funny.
Because he may not even know. Other than that,
that's pretty much about it.
I think so. We're half done with trade
guns.
show.
I'm still balls deep in USPSA, but I'm gonna start getting into gas gun stuff soon. If we want to talk about that a little bit, Jordan and I are. We're still gonna do like local matches with USPSA. We're still very focused on that. We haven't quite gotten as good with handguns as we'd like to yet, but we also want to get into like gas gun stuff. So
does that mean you have to buy a new gun?
AR, honey, AR-15.
Oh,
gas gun.
I know, but like for these competitions.
Yes.
See what I had to ask?
If I say yes, would that be okay?
Do you actually, or are you just being hopeful right now?
I will say, Daniel Defense right now, if you buy a Daniel Defense AR-15, then they are putting the majority of their proceeds towards, I guess it'd be like a rights advocate group, like in Virginia, to go after the government in Virginia to kill those terrible gun laws they're passing. Well, so if it's in the budget to buy a new Daniel Defense rifle, that'd be sick.
I'm trying.
How much is too expensive?
That's not what.
Daniel Defense, they're right around $2,000.
I figured.
Yeah,
that's what I was guessing.
Yeah. Everyone's watching. What say you?
We'll take a look at the books.
Hell yeah. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. If anyone wants to buy a different AR-15 so it can go towards my Daniel Defense fund, let me know. That'd be great. That'd be a fun Patreon tier. The Gun Fund.
The Gun Fund.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a good tier.
Yeah, we should make it like, so you can just, if you don't want to like monthly support, just drop it in the bucket. Like a homeless person's bucket. Aww. Like they're not asking for a monthly. There's a little bit. There's a little bit just to wet the whistle.
You want to create a GoFundMe on Patreon for guns?
Yeah, gun fund. Gun fund me.
Yeah.
Gun fund me.
Wow, you might have just done something there.
Let's
not forget.
Let's start a fucking gun fund me website
for all gun enthusiasts.
Yep, people are like, hey, I have this cool gun, it's really cool, I want other people to have cool guns like this. You need a gun fund.
It could be like
gun fund,
or it could be like gun trades too. Gun fund me.
Well, that's gun broker.
Well, not gun
broker.
Trades.
Oh, yeah, not selling but trade.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I'm sick, like me, like I don't want this AR-15, I want to trade it. You have a Daniel Defense, I'll give you this. Oh, no, they wouldn't trade me that.
Well, they'll trade you plus dollar amount,
or like I have a different gun that you really want. Hey,
I've got a couple of these pistols. I got a couple Glocks, and I'm looking to get this.
Yeah, like a swap meet for gun people. Gun swap.
Gun fund me.
Gun fund me.
Wow, you guys all just witnessed
like
this.
That. I like that idea. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, motherfucker. Mm-hmm. I wonder if that is you can. Is that legal? I wonder if you can circumvent some laws about that, because you're not selling guns, you're trading guns. So if they have a gun, then they're obviously a legal user.
I think
not
there's
a
probably a
felon.
lot of legality that would have to go into it if you've got
Would there be?
a operation. Or what if you just create it like a social media platform like Marketplace? You're not selling any goods and nobody's buying any goods. You're just connecting people on the basis of these goods.
Gun swap. Mm-hmm.
Something like this surely has to exist.
I don't know. If it does, I haven't found it. But I want to find it.
There's no way we just thought of that and it doesn't. There's not.
I wonder if there's got to be some.
There's
I
gotta
don't know.
be.
Like they're not selling them though. You're just trading them.
Yeah. You can't do it on Marketplace.
Let's look at it. Let's look into it. No one steal that idea.
Don't.
If you do
tell
steal that
anybody.
idea, I deserve royalties.
Yeah.
Or if you think you can build it, let me know and we can work together.
Maybe that's where it'd be. It'd have to be like a Patreon type platform where you're a member of a paid tier just to be in it, and that'd be the because you can't take any money from the sales.
No. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't make any money off it being the middleman because there's no money to be made.
No, that's why
It's
you
gun
just
swapping.
Yeah, you just pay a monthly membership fee, like at a gun range, of a mere $14.99 a month.
Oh, that's how I make money.
Yeah,
Oh. Yeah.
You get a membership.
Or we just do it for the love of the game.
yeah,
Just do it for the love of the game, like Wikipedia.
or $14.99 a month. Get your GoFundMe going.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like
That's a good idea.
Wikipedia.
I bet something exists.
Yeah. It'd have to be in-person swap.
I actually hope nothing exists though, because then you're gonna find it and we're in some trouble.
Well, there would be some money swap because if I swap a guy, like say a guy has a Daniel Defense or a fucking H&K.
Yeah, but that's between them.
Yeah. Right.
Venmo. I mean, whatever. Just like Marketplace.
Well, yeah. Like I mean, there's Arms List. It's kind of like that actually. Now I'm thinking about it. It's like it's like Craigslist for guns. I've actually bought guns from Craigslist or Arms List.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually kind of sketchy. Like it's you have to meet in person and do the swap. I mean, like here's the money, here's the gun. Sick, thank you.
Yeah,
See you later.
Is.
It seems kind of weird.
That is kind of weird.
But this is back when Colorado was cool and they weren't gay. But now they're gay.
So we got your 1911.
Gay gays. I did buy a 1911. No, I sold. No, I did buy a 1911 from Arms List, and I also sold both those 1911. I had another 1911 that I bought for my tattoo artist. And I sold those on Arms List. I don't even know if Arms List is still a thing. That was a long time ago, and I looked into
We'll have
it.
to look.
Yeah, now we're in trouble.
Say as soon as we're done, that's where you're gonna be.
Hell yeah.
I gotta go run yet.
Okay. See you later, guys.
This was great.
This was fun.
Monster Energy. Everybody knows White Monster, Zero Ultra. That's the OG. It kicked off this whole zero sugar energy drink thing. But Ultra is a whole lineup now. You've got Strawberry Dreams, Blue Hawaiian, Sunrise, and Vice Guava. And they all bring the Monster Energy punch. So if you've been living in the white can, branch out. Ultra's got a flavor for every vibe. And every single one is zero sugar. Tap the banner to learn more.
At Blinds.com, it's not just about window treatments. It's about you, your style, your space, your way. Whether you DIY or want the pros to handle it all, you'll have the confidence of knowing it's done right. From free expert design help to our 100% satisfaction guarantee, everything we do is made to fit your life and your windows. Because at Blinds.com, the only thing we treat better than windows is you. Visit Blinds.com now for up to 45% off site-wide, plus a professional measure at no cost. Rules and restrictions apply.